This is video lesson number 5. I had to write it down to remind myself. And for this particular one, I want to talk a little bit about the rubric for this current writing assignment. And this is the rubric. It's pretty dense. And we haven't gone over all of the categories. There's 2 that I really want to focus on, and that's voice and word choice. And for this particular assignment, because it's a lot like a narrative and it's about yourself, I think that voice and word choice work well for areas to specifically focus in on. So I urge you to look at the voice section on the rubric, and if you look at the top area of the rubric, that's sort of the exemplary section. And I highlighted 2 that I thought work really well for points to think about, to consider. Purpose, and this is voice, purpose is reflected by content and arrangement of ideas. Like my own example, many of you have a lot of separate ideas sort of flowing through your paper in those rough drafts. So now's the time to think back to the revision ideas, to cut pieces that don't seem like they go with anything else, and to then decide what areas you're really interested in. Remember, one of my previous videos, I was talking about if your writing feels boring when you're writing it, it's boring for other people. Although what I said earlier today in class was a lot of the writing that I have been reading, even though they're rough drafts, has been really wonderful, very honest, very heartfelt, and I think that there's a lot of great material to work with. And that's the other part I actually highlighted here, is that narrative writing is honest, personal, and engaging, and I think that really is happening. So, the other piece is word choice. For those of you who were in AP Language and Composition, you'll know word choice is another way that we can talk about diction. So think about what kind of words you're putting into your paper. If you've been using simplistic language, or you're using thing a lot, or you find that you're repeating your words, go back, look for those spots, think about other ways that you can express what you're trying to say, think about your word choice, and try to come up with something a little more interesting. Maybe dip into the thesaurus. You have that available on Microsoft Word, and see what you can do to really express yourself. And remember, words have very specific meanings, and even though lots of words have synonyms, there might be one that's really more appropriate for what you're trying to get across. Words have power, as you've always probably heard, but use that power in your own writing, and I think you'll be really pleased with the results that you get. So, to wrap up, focus on your voice, focus on your word choice. Remember that we will have computers this week, and I can be available after school. You can spend extra time on it on Friday afternoon in my classroom, or if you have the means, you can do that at home. The papers will be due by midnight to turnitin.com. If you don't know how to use Turnitin, look at the last video. My link on my school website was incorrect, and I will be fixing that this afternoon. It will be already fixed by the time you view this video. Thank you for watching. Please let me know if I can help you out in any way.